expecting the offense to put up 25 or 30?
Uh, Playing this game of football, you don't want to rely on your offense. You don't want to rely just on your defense to win game. Things gonna come down to every spec of the game, offense, special team, and defense to come together and play their best to win a game. We don't come into the game, just praying our offense could score 30 to 50 points a game. I mean, we got to help our offense out. I mean, if our offense can give us 14 points, or 7 points, whatever it is, we should be good enough on defense that we don't have to depend on them to go score some more points. We just got to do a better job as stopping teams on third down, getting off the field, to stop them long drives that lead to points. And I mean that's pretty much simple what it is. We're not dependent on our offense just to you know um, score all them points, even though that we have a great offense, like you said. But I know that we got to get better on defense, especially on third down, to get off the field, so we can help our offense out to score more points. So
Thanks.
John Burton.
Hey, Jeff, speaking to Bravel just a little while ago, he said he could envision you being a team captain one day. Just want to get your thoughts on that and overall your development so far as you approach about a year into playing full time.
my thing playing this game of football, you don't have to be, even at Mississippi State, I was never a captain. I was always a leader on the team, but I wasn't a captain because, of course, they give it to the seniors, this and that. But the thing about me, I don't have to be, known or have to be in the spotlight to lead. And that's the thing about me. I think I take pride in pushing my guys, especially to play my position, and holding myself to the highest standard. I got a pretty high standard for myself, and I feel like if I could hold myself to them high standards and meet them standards, especially from myself and then especially from this team and the coaches, that if I'm doing the thing that I know that they won't expect out of me, and I just feel like if I'm doing that, I could just transfer that to everyone else and try to let's all come together as that, let's put the effort on the tape. Let's do this and that. Like I said, leading is not all about being vocal. You can lead by example. How hard you work, this and that. But at the same time, I think I'm a kind of both. I like to play hard. I like to do what's right. Try to do all the little things right. But also, I think I'm a pretty vocal leader that, like I said, I take pride in leading. And I say eventually, if a captain, in the long run, that's a great honor. But at the same time, that's not nothing I'm just strong on right now. Just trying to, I want to be a captain. I want to be a captain. Like I said, you don't have to be a captain to lead. And that just being a young player, that just showed like, I don't mind stepping up and trying to help lead this team, especially if if we keep winning, and whatever it takes to win. So that's just me.
If I can follow up real quick, just your ability lately to just clog the passing lanes and just kind of recognize, hey, my rush isn't going to get there. I got to get my hands up. And you deflected a couple of passes this year. Have you always had that ability? And how unique do you think that is for a guy your size to be able to make those type of athletic plays?
I mean, I think it's pretty unique. I mean, especially that's just being unique as a defensive line. A defensive lineman. I mean, it just shows that I think it's another thing about taking coaching. Coach T, Coach Brave, they always saying you can't get there. Like the ball getting ready to come out, get your hands up, especially playing on quarterback who have low release. So that's just my thing. I just take the coaching and put it to my game, and it's been coming up great for us. I'm not the only one who been batting balls. Clown had one like the first play of the game last week. It's just you just take them the small. That's what we talk about, like the small detail like that. And you take it and run with it and use it to your advantage. It'll help the team. And we always talk about what can you do to help the team, and stuff like that. And like I said, just that's just my mindset. Try to get penetration. If you can't, get your hands up. Eventually you're gonna tip one, and it's gonna be a big play. To try to help this team win. And I think the last couple of weeks, we've been doing a pretty good job at that. So
appreciate you,
Jim.
Hey, Jeffrey, a lot of us noticed you kind of in the middle of the huddle in pregame, Sunday. It looked like maybe some kind of a war chant or some kind of a message to get the guys fired up. Where did that originate? What was that all about, and what do you hope it kind of does to the team before the game starts?
I mean, especially like big games like that against the Steelers. Even it's an early game. You know, guys ready to play, but you want to feel that fire coming from guys that you give off, that you're trying to get to other guys that they ready to play. Like I say, I always wake up on game day like I be so eager to just get to the stadium and go on the field because I'm like so ready, and I see that from other guys. I think with the passion that coming from inside, just like the chants that we saying or whatever it is it may be, going into the field, I think it just rubs off on all the other guys. Just like he fired up, so let's get fired up as well with him. Even though I think they already be fired up, but it's just it's like another another. I don't know. I don't say another little pinch to him that it's time to go. So, but like I say, I've kind of been doing it ever since Little League. That's something I've been doing. That I think that's another part of just being a leader. Trying to bring guys with you. Like you don't feel a bad vibe from nobody, but it's like you're trying to amp it up just a little more. But I mean, like I said, I've been doing this in Little League, so.
And I think you may have just done it, but you just describe it as like a chant. Is that something that has words to it, or what are you saying in there?
I mean, I always saying it like I'd be like, all right, and they say all right, and then I say ooh, they say ooh. It's like I said, it's just something, just get the blood flowing a little bit.
Teron?
Yeah, how did that process happen? Just as far as you being the guy that is in the middle, getting everybody hyped up. I mean, you're a second-year player. There's veterans on this team, but it seems like consistently you're the one in the middle.
I mean, you guys like KB that I'm going to him like, KB, let me get it, or stuff like that, or like last week it was like, Jeff, you got it. You see me. I mean, I'm sure he saw me coming in like all hype. Jeff, you got to get us right, stuff like that. I mean, I think it's the vibe I kind of get off to the guys that they know that I'm, I want to kind of be in the middle, or they're trying to, get the team riled up. I mean, I guess that's what it is. I mean, I don't just, all of a sudden like, get out of the way, let me do it. It's like, I give it, it just kind of respect. You give respect, I give respect. So of course I ask KB, like, let me get it. Cause he normally be the guy that kind of break it down, him or Ryan. So, I mean, that's kind of what it is. I go ask him or, right before like KB got or something like that. So
I've seen in the past where some guys have kind of shot all their energy in that pregame, and then to start the game, they're a little bit flat. How do you balance, getting so hyped? Because we see you very excited. How do you balance that and still have enough to go 1,000% on that first snap?
I think it's come from within. I think it's right here. I mean, I think I don't get tired. I mean, like I said, I've been doing it my whole life, and I think it's just built in me. I think I was born with it. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I might be tired. I don't know. I mean, I go to the sideline, I'd be just fine. So, I mean, we go in the locker room right after we get done warming up. So, I mean, that's probably helped me out a little bit too. So, but other than that, I think I'd be just fine. So,
I get it. Thanks, man.
Gentry?
Yeah, Jeff, how frustrating has the third down issues gotten, for you guys, and where do you feel like you guys can be better there?
It's come down to two things, I think, especially on third down. We have to rush better and we have to cover better. That's pretty much what it is. I think you can't get frustrated. I mean, it's like during the game, it's like, all right, guys, let's get it going. We got to go to the field, especially if we want to win games, especially against good teams. But like I said, it's come down to how we're going to rush, how we're going to coordinate our rush games or whatever we're doing on third down. And just on the back end, how they going to cover better. And, I think if they covering better, we're going to rush better. If we rush better, they cover better. So I said it just come down to them two things. And I think this week right here is going to be a good week that we could try to go out there and, show that we could do better on third down. Every week we come in, we want to talk about third down. We're talking about third down every week. So, I mean, this the week, like we say it's kind of the same thing. You know, we're saying that we're gonna be better this week, but you know, that's in the past. You know, we're not focused on what we did last week on third down. How can we do better this week on third down to get better as a team on third down? So
Running short on time, so I'm going to try to get through these real quick. Emily?
Hey, Jeffrey, just kind of going off of TD's question, you mentioned respect, and you are a second-year player. I'm just curious, how do you believe that you've, gained the respect of your teammates so quickly? Is it a combo of on the field and off the field, or do you think it's kind of, my play speaks for itself?
I think playing this game of football, especially on this level, I learned pretty fast that, it's not all about what you do on the field. It's about what you do off the field as well. I think just by me being, trying to be locked in, even doing the little things, probably just walk through or anything like that. I think me personally, the way I take this game and approach this game, that, I'm going to do whatever I can do on the field and off the field to better myself, but to also help this team win games. It's not all, you don't win games, just at practice, or on game day. You win game the way you prepare, and that just, like I said, off the field in the meeting room and whatever. So I think, I know guys came to me and just, say, they're just respecting me, but I think just by the things that you see and you feel around the building or whatever it may be, I think that's how you know that you kind of gaining that. And I think it's more trust. I think it's more the trust on the side of, I say respect, but I think it's they kind of trusting me a little more, especially just being a second-year guy. And I take pride in that. I'm gonna keep trying to build that trust that in my teammates, that they could depend on me and whatever it may be. So,
Terry?
Jeffrey, everybody always talks about edge rushers and their ability to get to the quarterback, but how much more important, at least in recent years, has it been, it seems like, for guys to be able to collapse the center and guard and attack the quarterback from the inside rather than the edge?
I think it's been like a big part of this, and especially in this league, because as you know, like quarterbacks step up in the pocket, especially when you got edge rusher. So if you got good edge rusher, or no matter if they just getting pressure up the field, the quarterback gonna step up. If you're not pushing the inside, they're just creating lanes for him to step up and throw easy throws, especially across the middle of the field. So I think that just plays a big part of, like I said, especially on third down, how can we coordinate our rush together? If they getting off the ball, can the inside guys help them out, or can the outside guys help the inside guy out? However, like I said, we just got to be on the same page. And if they making the quarterback step up, it's time for her to get a sack. If we collapse in the middle of the pocket and the quarterback try to get outside of the pocket, that's where the edge guys come in hands. So I think it's all. It's great that to have knowing that if the edge rusher guys get upfield and force the quarterback come inside, especially if you're getting good push up the middle, you can get sacks. And I think that's, it's across the league, and it shows that them facts.
Last one, Luke. And also, if you wanted to jump on the call with Coach Taylor, he's getting ready to start at 11:45.
Hey, Jeffrey, just real quick, I wanted to ask, you mentioned that everything kind of happens in the preparation in the meeting room, and you all have talked about how hard you're working to get these third down issues fixed. I was wondering, what are some of the things you're focusing on? What are some of the things you're working on in the facility to make sure these problems get better?
Like I said, it's come down to everybody being on the same page. The main thing is going to be communication for us. It's, like I said, we have to make sure we're on the same page during the games. We got to make sure we're on the same page on the back end covering. And like I said, it's just come down to rushing and covering. And the main thing is going to be communication for us.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.